So thank you, everyone, for writing in. It's nice to hear from you. We're going to be interviewing some random people from the internet, but we're also going to be talking to Ms. Angela Kinsey. So let's see if she's here somewhere. So all of you random internet viewers, please log in and ask to share screen. Ask to share screen and join conversation, join screen or whatever. But right now we're going to talk to Ms. Angela Kinsey. Big round of applause. Can we all put our Instagram hands together, our virtual hands together? And look who's here. Can you believe it?
Hi.
Hey, Ange, how you doing?
Hi, buddy. It's so good to see you.
Hey, it's great to see you. I'm doing a live Instagram show. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy. I watched your whole beginning. I listened to you and I saw you draw your circles and I thought there was some really good stuff there, Rainn.
Well, I'm sure you watched all of the last 7 episodes that we've done as well to research being a guest on this show.
Very much so.
Yeah. Hey. So we've done, this is show number 8. We've been plugging away every day at noon. Sometimes, you know, we get 200 viewers and now we got, because you're live now, we've got another 2,000, which is fantastic.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks, Angela Kinsey's viewers. Thanks for coming on. Please make sure, everyone, to follow at soulpancake. It's a terrific online digital media platform. Obviously, YouTube channel and Facebook are much bigger than its Instagram presence, which is about 200,000 followers. But we really wanted to do the show on a platform that is all about bringing people together and connecting them. So you saw my little Venn diagram that I did, Angela.
I did.
And there's some missing, but this is a start. Maybe we'll do part 2 tomorrow. But terrifying, connected, disconnected, and strange and funny at the same time. And we're here, and sometimes we go in between all of those different feelings and others. Do you have any experiences like that or anything to share on that, on this theme?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I have 3 children, and they're 11, 11, and 9. And so I'm also navigating this through their eyes and trying to think about what their world is like right now. And also it's hard because I feel like that I'm trying to keep things not scary for them, but also things are scary, you know, so it's sort of this balance with the kids. And that has been kind of interesting because I want to be truthful to them. I want them to know the stakes of what's happening in the world and how we need to be responsible. But I also don't want them to live paralyzed by fear. So there's a little bit of that. Oh, someone asked me if I'm in my That's What She Shed. Yes, I am. I'm in my That's What She Shed. Sorry, Rainn.
I didn't know that was the thing.
This is my shed, Rainn. I got a shed and I made it my home office, but it's just a tough shed like you'd buy at Home Depot.
Is that the one out by the, I saw that in your backyard. Is that by your pool kind of? Like?
Yes, it's dangerously close to my swimming pool because it's the only place we had to put it. But I am very thankful that I have this little space to work. And
it's lovely.
Thank you. I have a question for you. This is off topic. Is that a cage behind your head?
Yeah.
What lives in it?
Oscar Nunez.
Oscar! That would be amazing actually if he popped out. He would do it.
He would do it.
He would totally do it.
He would do it.
But no, it is one of those things, Rainn. It's like what you were saying where you can be at a wedding and it's a happy occasion and be sad, or you can be somewhere where you're supposed to be sad and you and your friend get tickled about something. You know, all those emotions converge. You don't stop having all the feelings you always have. Your environmental life is changing, but you are still you and you're still trying to process all the information. And some days you're going to be scared and some days you're going to feel triumphant, like you got this. And other days you're going to laugh because if you don't laugh, you'll cry. It's all of those things, and they're all okay.
I think society kind of tells us what we should be feeling. And I think the source of a lot of, you know, I've suffered a lot in my past from anxiety and depression. Something I've started kind of writing about a little bit more, something I want to kind of share more with people because it's such a a relevant topic today in young people, the epidemic proportions of anxiety and depression that are going on. And I think there's a myriad causes for this. But do you know what myriad means, Angela?
Are you being condescending?
Yes.
Well done. There's several things that have led to this for you, Rainn.
Oh, you're sharp as a tack. I love it. Oh. But
continue.
I'm sorry?
I said continue.
Thank you. With your permission, thank you.
Yes.
Block, ban, hang up. Listen, I think people get confused sometimes because they feel like society tells you what you should be feeling, and then you're feeling something different, and it doesn't compute, and it's
right.
And I think social media doesn't help that. I was looking at social media recently, and I was just because I have here I try and stay off of it a lot. Personally, I post things, but I try not to just spend hours surfing on it. But because I have soulpancake on the iPad, I was looking at it a lot, and there were people writing poetry, and I was like, and posting their poetry. I was like, I should be writing poetry. And there were people taking photographs of like birds in the spring. I'm like, yeah, I should be taking photographs of birds in the spring. And there were people like doing crafts, and then there were people working out, people doing yoga, and I was like, I should be doing that. I should be doing that.
If that's what your social media was full of, I would call you and be like, are you okay?
What do you mean?
Are you okay?
If you saw me doing that on social media?
Like if your social media all of a sudden became arts and crafts and photos of birds, I'd be like, Rainn, do I need to come over?
You know that I have an inner hippie in me.
I know that. You're crunchy. I know you're crunchy.
I'm a little crunchy. I'm a very much love, power, bringing people together.
Yes.
Can we all just get along? Kumbaya. There's a big kumbaya component to the old.
Hey, I love it. I love it.
And but so I was seeing all this stuff, and I was thinking I should be doing all that. Then I felt bad, and it's like, oh, I lost you for a minute. But I felt bad. I was like, but I'm doing enough. I mean, I'm doing this show, and I'm writing some projects, and I'm involved in some other things, and soulpancake that's uplifting. So I feel like in my head, I know I'm doing what I need to be doing right now. But then I felt really bad. But I think for me, like one of the stories from my life was that when I got out of acting school and I was a professional actor, and I had a beautiful girlfriend, now my wife at the time, and I had a great apartment in Brooklyn, but I was really unhappy, even though everything that I thought in my head I had always wanted, I had, and I was still really unhappy. So it's really been a lifelong journey. Like, why do I feel unhappy, even though I have all of these things that I've wanted my whole life? So a lot of times society, our inner experience doesn't match up to what our externals are. You know what I mean? Do you have any experience like that?
All the time. I feel like I just could be doing better than whatever it is, wherever I'm at in life. Like, I should be more accomplished, right? Maybe I should have taken that job in New York, and maybe I would be, whatever, Oscar nominee or whatever it is that you judge yourself by.
Yeah.
But really, I try to quiet all of that noise, because it's just noise.
How do you quiet all that noise? The comparison, envy, the what ifs, the shoulds, I should be, the anxiety that comes from it.
I try to, one of the things my dad, when he was alive, he would share with me is how he would deal with stress is he would go out and do something with his hands and kind of get connected back into his body and out of his head a little. And so I try to do things like that ground me in the present. And, children are very grounding in that way, Rainn, because our kids live in the right now. They don't think, they don't plan for future. They don't really have a concept of the past, children, when they're young. And so it kind of forces you to be in the present. But I do think about my dad quite a bit, how he would go, we had a farm, and he would go like build a fence or something, and kind of get himself back in just like his body a little bit. So I'll do little projects, and I know they might seem simple, but it helps me. It's almost a form of meditation where I'll do something really simple, like, all right, you know, today I'm going to organize the pantry. I know it's very simple, but it's also about starting a task and
could you organize would you organize my pantry?
I will come over when they allow me, Rainn. When I'm allowed, I'll come over and organize your pantry. It brings me joy. It's also about starting a task and finishing it. I feel like a lot of times in our industry, and I know this is different depending on what your industry is, a lot of time our dreams feel very big and out of our control, and like we are always like, I don't know, that we don't get to make a lot of choices sometimes in our careers. It's other people, the director, the casting director, the producers. And as an actor, you don't always have a lot of control. And I love having a task that's mine, that I complete and finish.
Yeah.
And but one way I quiet the noise, and I know this is very simple sounding, but I try to sit and be still. And be still and just be quiet.
Now, do you view that as being as different than meditation? Is it just a less formal form of meditation, just being still? Because that's a big component of meditation. Yeah.
Yeah, I just try to sit, you know, I love a back porch. I don't know if it's because I'm Southern, but I love a porch. And I just try to sit on the porch for a few minutes, just have like a cup of tea or something, and just sit and be still. And I just, in those moments, try to have a moment of gratitude. And it can be as simple as, oh, I'm so thankful that, you know, there's a really nice breeze out today, and it feels good going across my face. And I'm thankful for that breeze. I'm thankful that I get to sit here and feel that breeze. And
that's so wonderful, Angela. These are such specific things to share with people about making stuff with your hands, doing stuff with your hands, finding time to be still.
Yeah.
And finding even tiny, simple moments of gratitude. That's really great.
Yeah, I think that helps me. And I think, you know, also the one thing I always tell my kids over and over, and it's something my parents told me a lot, is that you are enough. Just you exactly as you are enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's a tough one for me. You know, when I started doing therapy a while back, 10 or 15 years ago, however long it was, they had me do affirmations, and one of them they had a list you could choose from, or you could write your own. And they had this list, and the top one was "I am enough." And I was like, I looked at it, and I was like, oh shit, I don't feel that. And so my therapist was like, that's the one you have to look in the mirror every day. You have to hang by your mirror, and every day look in the mirror. And I know it sounds like, who was the what was that Saturday Night Live sketch? Like, gosh darn it, I love you. You are good enough.
Was it Stewart or something?
Yes, Stuart Smalley.
Yeah.
I'm good enough. I'm smart enough. And
gosh darn it, I like me.
Yeah. From the former Al Franken, the former senator from Minnesota. But it was so hard for me to do, to like look in the mirror and say, like, I am enough. You know, even when I was on The Office and having some success as an actor and whatnot, it was very difficult for me to say. I had been wired to really view myself as not enough.
Well, you are enough, mister.
Oh.
And you know what I think? I think it's actually very hard for people who are smart asses. And you and I are both kind of smart asses. We're a little smart. So sometimes when I've seen sort of affirmations like that, I'm like, oh, please. Like,
right.
You know? And instead of just like saying, all right, step out of yourself for a minute, smart ass. Yeah. And let some of this message get inside.
Because I am like down the middle. I am half kumbaya.
Yes.
Half cynical smartass.
I know.
So there's this
I love you so much.
Yin-yang battle between the two.
Yes. I know. Me too.
Yeah. You are a beautiful human being.
Well, I love you so much, Rainn. I'll come back anytime. I'll come back.
Do you want me to be on your stupid podcast?
Yes, will you be on my stupid podcast with Jenna Fisher?
Who?
Jenna Fisher. You
Doesn't
heard
ring
me.
a bell.
All right.
Background actress?
I hear my kids yelling. What are they doing?
Ah!
Yeah. Did you hear that? They're fine.
They'll be fine. Just throw them a sandwich. Make sure they don't drown. Hey, it was such a pleasure talking to you, Ms. Angela Kinsey. You're awesome, and thank you for taking 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of your very busy schedule coming on Hey Human.
I love you, Rainn.
Tell all your stupid followers to follow at soulpancake. Will you do that?
I will. I will tell them.
No, just tell them right now. Tell them right now.
Oh, you know what my kids wanted me to say to you?
What?
Hi, idiot.
Oh,
You guys, I was in the car with my kids and Rainn called and I said, Rainn, I'm with the kids. You're on speakerphone. And he said, hello, idiots. And they loved it. They
laugh.
They
laugh and laugh. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I love you. Bye.
Bye. Love you too. So long.
Bye.
Okay. How was that? What an asshole. Right? See what I had to deal with for almost 10 years? Blah. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. So, guys, now it's the time in the show.